Spencer. Let's go and have some adventures. Let's go and have some adventures with Thomas. Let's go and have some adventures. Sodor's a fun place to be. Sodor's greatest adventures. Sodor's greatest adventures.
It was the next night of the technology fair, aka World of Tomorrow, as the Earth called it. Some of the team members and Hero were there. They were watching Kenji, the fastest engine in the world, purring around the castle grounds. That engine looks so cool, said Thomas. And looks very strong, said Emily. And purrs like a kitten, said Gordon. I have to agree on that one, said Spencer. And comes from Japan, said Hero happily. You know what that makes him, said Emily. That means it makes him the fastest engine on Sodor right now. And Emily puffed away. This sort of offended Spencer and Gordon. I think I'll just go over here, said Gordon. I'll agree on you that, Gordon, said Spencer. As two of them went away. Thomas and Hero chuckled. Just then, Kenji came up to them. Are you Thomas the Tank Engine? Said Kenji. Yeah, said Thomas. The famous engine who's the first one to go all the way around the world. Actually, that was kind of funny, Scotsman, but still, said Thomas. Just thank you for the nice compliment. I heard all about your adventures, Thomas, said Kenji. Visiting different countries and knowing about their ways. I wish I could go around the world. I'm only from Japan. Hero chuckled. I'm also from Japan, said Hero. You're also from Japan, said Kenji. Yes, said Hero. And with you on Sodor, surely that counts as a trying around the world segment. I suppose, said Kenji. The engines laughed as Kenji chatted to Thomas and Hero. While he was at it, the Fat Control was speaking to the Owen route. Oh, this technology fail, said the turns out to be a huge success. I must agree on that, said the Fat Controller. Then he turned to Root. Will you be showing up in your adventures, Root? Asked the Fat Controller. Well, said Root, I do got something, but it's all hush-hush for now, said Root. All of these inventions are going to make lots of people happy. Agreed, said the Fat Controller. Good thing all the engines are working hard. But they still didn't know that there was crooks about. Late that night at Emmett Sheds, Thomas, Spencer, Gordon, and Emily were telling the other members about what they saw at Osip Castle tonight. However, the problem was that all the rest of the steam team were now thinking they're going to be replaced like what Thomas taught. Electric engine my funnel, said Gordon. Then what happened if those electric engines like Kenji replace me or Becca's Express, or even being a private engine, said Spencer. Or even what happened if me and James are deciding that we can't pour the mail anymore, said Percy. Thomas chuckled. Don't worry, Percy. Don't forget, James has his branch line to work on, including other jobs. I suppose, said Percy. Don't forget you also work on my branch line, said Thomas. And I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Everyone was surprised by this, especially Gordon. Well, you changed your tune, said Gordon. You're the one who was panicking about this in the first place, and now you're not panicking about it? But, well, said Thomas, you didn't believe me at first. I suppose, said Rebecca. Agreed, said Neil. But still, said Thomas. Miss, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, Huh, said Gordon. We see about that. I think we need to get some sleep, said Emily. I suppose, said Percy. While the other steam team members were worrying, Thomas probably knew he was one who started this. At first, he was the one who was worrying about it, but he tried to tell the other engine that he was saying Root is what Root told him the other day about steam engines being one of the best of engines, but unfortunately, it didn't work. The next day, Thomas was back at Orsett Castle again. He was delivering food supplies, food and drinks. Morning, Sir Robert, said Thomas. I got the food supplies. Thank you, Thomas, said Sir Robert. We have you unloaded shortly. As Thomas was ready to be unloaded, Sonny, the mysterious engine that's working with Buster Bunny, the two crooks, which puffed beside Thomas on the other platform. Buster Bunny stepped out of his cab and had the chef hats on them again. All right then, Bernie, said Baz. We're trying to figure out what we're going to steal. Oh, what about that one? Oh yes, said Bernie. Nice and shiny. Are you two going to unload my trucks? Said Thomas as he came up to them. And Baz Bunny gulped. Yes, said Bernie, but we can't. But it's really how we try. Baz quickly stopped Bernie again when he punched him in the belly. What's my colleague trying to say here? said Baz. Of course we have you unloaded. Baz wanted to make sure that him and Bernie would go undercover well, but as more as Bernie kept trying to spoil their plan, the more he had to punch him. Later that day, Gordon arrived with some passengers from the express to see the technology fair, and Spencer arrived with the Jupiters of Oxfords to see the technology fair as well. While as Sonny and Thomas were still there, Thomas was still being unloaded, and Sonny, well, I think we all guessed that. They were watching the first event. Firstly, there was a woman on the stage. Good morning, everyone, she said, and welcome to the technology. Now be your first event for today. Behold my latest invention, the magnet, the super magnet. Everyone was disappointed because of the size of the magnet. That looks a bit small, said a passenger. It may be small, said the inventor, but just watch how powerful it is. The inventor turned it on, and things started sticking to it. Worst of all, the magnet was trying to pull Gordon and Spencer. Whoa, said Gordon, that magnet is powerful. Probably the powerful magnet in the world, said Spencer. Then there was trouble. But the magnet and everything went sticking onto Gordon and Spencer. Whoa, they said. Things went all over Gordon and Spencer. Even worse, there was some milk tanker drains in one of Thomas's trucks. They came out of it and milk spilled everywhere on Gordon and Spencer. Oh, the indignity, said Gordon. Bother, said Spencer. Now what did you conduct Sir Boxford say? Everyone was surprised. The inventor gulped. I'm sorry about that, she said. But it does show you how powerful this magnet is. I was not built for. I am built for Polar Express trains, said Gordon, not a milk machine. Or a magnet machine, said Gordon crossly to the inventor. Same here, said Spencer. What would the Duke and Duchess say? Look at my paintwork. It's all right, Spencer, said Duke and Duchess of Oxford. But we'll be here all day, so you can go to the washdown. Very well then, your grace, says Spencer. Gordon and Spencer knew this was not meant to happen, but they were still not happy. Thomas thought it was hilarious. However, an inventor who needed milk saw what happened and was disappointed. "Oh no," said the other inventor. "I needed that milk for my invention." He quickly runs to the air. "So Robert, but I needed more milk. Gordon and Spencer took the last ones." Gordon and Spencer were cross. "Does it look like we run on milk instead of water?" said the two engines crossly. "Oh, very well then," said the inventor. "I'll try and get someone else to get some milk from the dairy." Meanwhile, Thomas's trucks were all unloaded, and Thomas puffed away to go and collect Annie and Clarabelle. The other looked until he looked at Sonny. "Ah, you there, you blue engine," said the Earl. "Can you go to the dairy for me and collect some more milk?" Sonny gulped. He didn't know what to say. Baz and Bernie came over. "Of course, your grace," they said as they were undercover. He can go and get some milk for you." "That's very good then," said the Earl. Then Baz looked at Sonny. You better get back here fast, you pile of scrap," said Baz. Two workmen got into Sonny, and with that, Sonny puffed away to find some trucks and go to the milk dairy. Meanwhile, Thomas collected Annie and Clarabelle as they picked up some pastures and were heading to Orsop Castle when Thomas had to stop at a signal. But when he saw Sonny was waiting at a signal. The problem was he didn't know where to go since he had never been to Sodor before. "Now," said Sonny, "do I go left or do I go right?" Thomas puffed up beside Sonny. Thomas never spoke to Sonny before. They hadn't met each other. The two of them never spoke to each other before. Are you stuck?" said Thomas. Sonny looked at Thomas. He never spoke to the number one engine before. No," said Sonny. "I am fine." "Fine. Besides, I don't want to interrupt your work." "Okay then," said Thomas. Signal turned green for Thomas, and Thomas was about to puff away until Sonny had to stop him again. "No," said Sonny. "I'm wrong. You see, I've never been to Sodor before," said the engine. Said Sonny. "And well, I really don't know way around, you know." Thomas chuckled. "Okay, then," said Thomas. "That's all right. Besides, we Sodor engines always need to help each other, no matter what the weather," said Thomas, "or situation." So it could be really used for engines. Sonny kind of liked the word really useful engine. But with that, Thomas took the other track as Sonny followed. They soon arrived at the dairy. "Here we are," said Annie. "The dairy," said Clarabelle. "Thanks, mate," said Sonny. "Wait a minute, are you from Australia?" said Thomas. "No, it's that you know. In the UK, some people say mates." "Oh," said Thomas. "Never mind that now." "Anyway," said Thomas. Miss, are you sure you know your way up to the castle now?" "Yes," said Sonny. "I should know the way." "Very well then," said Thomas. "Those two cooks will be waiting for those milk turns." And with that, Thomas puffed away. But Sonny got better supplies. "He can leave now." He quickly stopped Thomas. "Cooks? Crooks? What crooks?" said Sonny. Sonny had a feeling Thomas was on about Baz and Bernie. "Crooks?" said Thomas. "I was on about cooks." "Oh, cooks," said Sonny. "Oh, I get it now. I better get going now. Bye." And Sonny raced off. Thomas was a bit puzzled. Bye, I guess," said Thomas. He was a bit worried. I don't think there's something wrong with that Sonny guy," said Thomas. Thomas didn't have time to think about it. He needed to get to Orsop Castle. He puffed away. Back at Ulster Castle, Emily was delivering some parcels with her coaches, and Neil and Percy just delivered some more supplies to the castle together. Sonny soon popped in with the milk. Ah, very good, said the Earl. You are really useful engine. Sonny smiled. He was starting to like that word a lot. Just then, Thomas puffed in. On the other side of the platform, he was just in time to see the next invention. And now, said Root, for our next inventor, we have a milkshake machine. Everyone cheered. However, the fat controller was in the crowd, and when he heard it was a milkshake machine, he smiled. Ooh, milkshake, said the fat controller. The inventor soon got his milk, and he was showing the people what they need a volunteer, and the fat controller did it. But however, the fat controller was not listening. Oh, please, sir, said the inventor, don't touch that button. The fat controller didn't listen. He was fiddling with the controls. Does it make blue flavor? He said, until splash. Oh no, said the inventor. The fat controller turned around. His nice controller suit was covered in pink flavor. Everyone laughed. Oh bother, said the fat controller. Now I have to go and get clean. I'm sorry, I did try to warn you, said the inventor. Oh, never mind, said the fat controller. I was not listening to you anyways. Sorry about that. I can get, well, you know. I understand. The fat controller went away to get cleaned up. Now, Root, said the Earl. What shall we do next? I think we need to get them straight on. Good idea, Sir Robert, said Root, as Emily Puss and Emily puffed away with their trains. Just then, James and Henry puffed in. James had Owen and Aiden with him. He was bringing pastures from his branch line, aka the Cornwall Gate branch line. Henry puffed in with some more supplies. The two of them were in time to see the next invention. However, the next inventor stepped onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, said the woman, may I present you the Metal Man. Just then, everything kind of went to shake. Everyone was surprised, including the engines. What's that? Said Obi and Aiden. I don't know, said James. Oh dear, said Henry. We we're all going to fall off the cast off the edge. Oh, said Thomas. I don't think we will, said Thomas. Until they saw what it was. Behold, the Metal Man, said the woman. Everyone was surprised, including the engines. Whoa, said the engines. That's huge, said Henry. Agreed, said James. My words, said Annie and Clarabelle. The inventor pressed a button that made the Metal Man dance, and had control for it. Little that no one knew, Baz and Bernie were in the crowd watching. The Metal Man, said the woman, can be controlled by this control here. However, there's a secret little chair inside of him, which can be controlled from there as well. Everyone was impressed. Baz was definitely impressed with this. I gotta find a way to steal that. Bernie, come on! No one didn't knew that Baz and Bernie were going to try and steal the robot. However, when the woman put down the control for the robot and Baz took the control. However, Bernie was messing about with it. Baz, what is this button? What does this string thing do? Bunny pressed it and it snapped off. Baz got cross. Bunny, what did you done that for? I was only asking. Now look what you did. Now the robot cannot. Now the robot's gonna run away. Wait, it's going to what? Run what now? But Baz was right. The robot was out of control. Everyone ran as the robot ran away all the way to the dinosaur park. They found the broken control. Root and the other was with the inventor that was with the inventor that owned the robot. You must stop it, said the other, or else it will destroy the dinosaur park and the castle. I can't, said the woman. It's fly. It's broken. I don't know how we're going to stop it. Just then, Root noticed the magnet from the first inventor. Earlier on, when Gordon and Spencer got covered in milk and other magnet stuff. Wait a minute, said Root. I have an idea. Yeah, but I'm going to, but I'm going, but I might going to need time for this job. Okay then, said Thomas. Miss Thomas uncovered his coaches and followed Root. Meanwhile, the giant robot was heading toward Dinosaur Park, which is the extension of also Castle. It keeps going on and on. Just then, Thomas had Root in his cab, including a tanker. The magnet that was first shown earlier on was attached to it. He's out. There he is, Thomas, said Root. We need to get him. Got it, said Thomas. He's heading toward the T-Rex. Thomas stopped at the T-Rex. Thomas's driver quickly put Thomas' brakes fully on. Okay, Root, said Thomas. Switch it on. Root switched the magnet on the tanker. The giant robot was heading towards the T-Rex. But the tanker and the magnet together were starting to pull it. The giant robot was huge and very fast, but the strength of the magnet was so strong that the giant robot was heading towards the tanker. Root quickly got back into Thomas's cab. Thomas put his brakes on fully. The giant robot crashed into the tanker and Thomas. Luckily, there was no damage. Thomas and the tanker was safe. Well done, Thomas, said Root. We caught the giant robot. Thomas smiled. We better get back to the castle, said Thomas as they left the dinosaur park. Soon, Thomas arrived back with the Metal Man safe and sound. Everyone cheered as Henry and James blew their whistles. Well done, said the Earl. Agreed, said the Fat Controller, who got a used suit. You're really useful engine because of that, Thomas. It's including Root, who being a really useful inventor, said the Fat Controller. Well, said Root, at least the inventor can finally get his giant robot fixed. Said Root. Indeed I will. And I'll try and make sure that I won't leave out of my sight again, said the inventor. Oh well, said the Earl. Now, said the Fat Controller. You better get back to your coach now, Thomas, said the Fat Controller. Yes, sir, said Thomas. And Thomas puffed away to put the tanker somewhere else. Late that night, Thomas, Henry, and James were still at. Well, they came back to the technology fair, but this time Rebecca, Edward, and Toby were there. The Fat Controller was still there. He was beside the Earl. It was Root's turn to show off the invention. Thomas was the most one looking forward to it. Just then, a cloud of steam filled the stage. Everyone couldn't wait for it. Until everyone saw Root's invention, but it was just a plain old car though. I always have a car like that, said man. Behold, the flying car, said Root, as the car went into the air and flied about. Everyone was impressed. However, but Baz and Bunny were yet again watching them. Baz was so impressed. Well, I must say, said the that was truly a fantastic invention. You really think so? said Root. Oh, believe me, it has to be one of the best that technology has seen. Baz and Bunny were watching. Now come along, follow me, said the I know where we can keep your plans in a secret hiding place. However, Baz smiled. Bunny, you watch this. I'm gonna follow those two, see where they're gonna keep those plans, he said cheekily. Later that night, back at the fire camp, Baz was telling Bunny the plan. All you need to do is sneak into that secret room that owner of the castle, whatever his name is, we get the plans, and then boom, we're out of here. Yeah, said Bunny, then why not Sunny? However, Baz had a different idea. Well, not that sort of idea I had. What do you mean? You see when we do it tomorrow, said Baz. Once we steal those plans and tell everyone that we were the creator of the flying car, we are sure to make money and ask for that woman who created the idea. Well, going to get some other ideas in her head. When Sonny heard this, he had enough of Baz and Bunny's rudeness. He knew he wanted to end it. I'm not going to do it, he said. Baz heard this and got cross. What did you say? I'm not going to do it, said Sonny. I have enough of this stupid. I want to be really useful. But stupidity is really useful, said Bunny. Baz got on to Sonny's buffers. Listen here, you cranking crock, he said. If you don't help us steal those plans, there's a scrapyard with your name on it. Is there a scrapyard really called Sonny's scrapyard? Oh, Bunny, said Baz. Besides, I already got a plan to do with Sonny. Sonny sadly went off to sleep. The next day, Thomas arrived with some more food supplies. Spencer also arrived along with Thomas, bringing some more supplies, like as well. Morning, Sir Robert, said the two engines. We bought more supplies. Thank you, Thomas and Spencer, said Sir Robert. I was surprised late the last day, said Spencer. I know, said Thomas. Crazy, isn't it? Just then they heard a panicking Root racing over to them. Sir Robert, said Root, the plans for the hover car, they're being stolen. Everyone was surprised. What? Said the engines. But who would do a thing like that? Said Sir Robert. No, said Root. The two engines looked. Then they saw Sonny race past by them. Thomas knew he tried Sonny yesterday. Oh no, said Thomas. Don't worry, Root. I'll stop him, said Thomas, and he raced off. Oh, wait a minute, said Sir Robert. That engine's going at high speed by now. And Thomas only just started. And they're going down a steep hill, said Root. The two of them could crash. Don't worry, said Spencer. I'm on my way. And Spencer raced off. Meanwhile, Sonny was racing down the tracks at high speed. Tom and Spencer were catching up. I knew I shouldn't trust that engine yesterday. What are you on about? Said Spencer. Thomas told Spencer everything about yesterday at the dairy. Well, said Spencer. So I think you are right. He's probably working with those cooks, whoever they were, said Spencer. Probably, said Thomas. Soon, Thomas and Spencer catch up to Sonny down the hill. I can try and couple up behind him, says Spencer. Okay, then go for it, said Thomas. Spencer coupled up behind and applied his brakes. However, Sonny still didn't stop. There was stop. Nobody was in him. Not up as in Bernie. Thomas knew. We need to think fast. Then he remembered when Edward stopped James once, and then he remembered looking at Spencer. Spencer reminded him when James and Henry were chasing Gordon, and Gordon then was a runaway. Said Thomas. I wonder. He looked at Spencer and he reminded him of James again, and he remembered Henry was on the other side, slowing down Gordon. Then Thomas had an idea. Spencer! So I have an idea, said Thomas. What is it? Remember when James and Henry slowed down Gordon before? Yes, said Spencer. So maybe we could try to do the same thing here. You being James and I being Henry and Sonny is Gordon. Smart idea, Thomas, said Spencer. Spencer quickly put his brakes on fully. Thomas had to race up to Sonny. He knew Spencer couldn't hold on much longer. Thomas's driver threw the rope over for Sonny's buffers. But Thomas's fireman quickly got the brakes on ready. They applied the brake. Thomas's driver applied the brakes and his fireman took over. Thomas's driver flew over to Sonny's cab. He found out that no one's inside of Sonny. Nobody's in him, said Thomas's driver, but he noticed the radiator. He quickly got the rope off the radiator and he pulled the radiator, making Sonny come to a stop. His radiator was tied on, said Thomas's driver. Who would do a thing like that? Said the fireman. We don't know, said Spencer's crew. Agreed, said Thomas's driver. But there was nobody in him. I'm so sorry, said Sonny. Bad as a bunny made me do it. You mean the two cooks? Or crooks, said Spencer. I mean, that's what you told me up at the hill, wasn't it? Said Spencer. Well, yes, said Thomas. But where are they? They do. I don't know, said Sonny. I tried to tell them yesterday that I want to be really useful, but they wouldn't listen. Well, said Spencer. So, I still got those warning flags I got yesterday when Rebecca and Gordon picked up Kenji. I suppose I better go and warn other engines, said Spencer. So, as he quickly puffed away. Wait, good luck, said Thomas. Said Thomas. I bet you get back to the castle. So that's closest. Just then, they were hearing trouble. The back controller was wiping on Winston to see technology fail, make sure everything's okay. But all of a sudden, Kenji raced past, and he was off his electric beams. The back controller was surprised. What was that? The other raced over. Those two cooks, who I think are crooks, have stolen Root's plans, and he quickly told the back controller everything. Right, said the back controller. We better get into action, he said. I think I know what we can do, said as the manufacturer raced into the castle. At Marin, Gordon and Rebecca were pointing at express trains, and Spencer raced in on the other side. He had his warning flags on him. Gordon and Rebecca looked at Spencer. What's wrong? They asked. Spencer told everything. What? Said the two engines. There's a crooks around the island, said Gordon. And you're telling me Sonny's like a crook engine? Well, said Spencer, I wouldn't say that, you know. However, trainers didn't knew that they were escaping on Kenji. Anyways, said 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 Spencer, it's better you two don't move your trains unless they might get you. True, said Gordon. We began to our coaches, said Rebecca. They could be around any time, anywhere. True, said Spencer. Meanwhile, Thomas and Thomas and Sonny were still back where Thomas and Spencer stopped Sonny. Thomas was about to go over the 6 points and couple up to Sonny and bring him back to the castle when Kenji raced by. Help me, Thomas! Said Kenji. See, Thomas was surprised. What's Kenji doing here? Bowser Bunny must have taken him, said Sonny. Don't worry, said Thomas. I think I got an idea. Sonny, can I leave you here for now? No. Never mind about me, said Sonny. Never mind about me, said Sonny. You and your friends have to try and find a way to stop Baz getting away. Very well then, said Thomas. I have an idea. Yeah, but he's the fastest engine in the world, though, said Sonny. Thomas had an idea. He remembered something. Wait a minute. I wonder, is it? Of course, it must be. I must head back to the castle immediately, said Thomas. I have an idea. Thomas raced back to the castle. So while Sonny was left on the main line. Back at Marin, Gordon, Spencer, and Rebecca were still left at Marin when Kenji raced by. Whoa! Said the three engines. Kenji's going so fast, said Rebecca. No need to be that fast, said Gordon. You almost clashed us. True, said Spencer. Wait a minute. Does he even know that Bowser Bunny are about? He is going at high speed, but the three engines didn't know that Bowser Bunny went in Kenji. Meanwhile, Thomas was back at Orsa Castle. He found the engine that him and Spencer took one time. Fire or burn it, Professor. I'll give you the highest speed this engine has, said the Professor. He turned on the engine and then it rocketed. Whoa! Said Thomas as the engine rocketed out of the castle. Meanwhile, Gordon, Spencer, and Rebecca were still at Marin when Thomas raced by with the engine. Whoa! Said Rebecca. Thomas is going faster than us today, you know. Oh, said Gordon. What was he playing at? Said Spencer. I thought he was bringing Sonny back to the castle. So. Quick, you tree, said Thomas. Bowser Bunny are getting away in Kenji. And Thomas raced with the engine. So that's why Kenji raced past by us, said Spencer. Never mind that now, said Rebecca. We gotta help. Don't forget, we are very fast, you know. This made Gordon determined. Uncouple our coaches, said Gordon. And I got my warning flags ready, said Spencer. Spencer raced off, and Gordon and Rebecca followed. Meanwhile, Thomas was catching up to Kenji. However, trouble was about to strike. Baz, said Bernie. That blue tank engine has a change and he's coming right at us. The passenger's code's slowing us down, said Baz. Climb over there and uncouple it. So that's what Bernie did. However, when he uncoupled it, he was on the other side. Baz, said Bernie, I'm on the other side. Baz laughed. Oh dear. At least I don't want to share the money with him, though. As he raced on, Thomas saw the coach and had to slow down. Bother, said Thomas. Now what I'm going to do. Just then, he heard Spencer going on Rebecca. Don't worry, Thomas, said Gordon. We'll catch him. as the three engines raced after the Kenji. The three engines were soon catching up to Kenji. What we're gonna do, said Rebecca. Said Gordon. Just then, Spencer now sets the points. Oh no, said Spencer. Those points are leading to the Sodor airport. Gordon had an idea. Quickly, points, he said. Gordon then went on to Rebecca's line and tried to stop Kenji going to the airport. He went on to take the points, but there was trouble. Oh, Rebecca switched on to Gordon's line. The two engines were surprised. Kenji hit Gordon so hard that Gordon came off the rails. But luckily, Kenji was not heading through the airport though. So Gordon was able to stop him from doing it. Gordon, you okay? Said Rebecca. I'm fine, said Gordon. Spencer saw this. This made Spencer so mad. That's it, he said. I have enough of these crooks, he said. Spencer reached the last steam and raced after them. Gordon and Rebecca knew that Spencer was coming for them. Uh-oh, said Gordon. Oh, shall I go and get help? Said Rebecca. No, Gordon. No, said Gordon. Never mind about me. You must go and catch those crooks. I'm sure other engines, maybe like James with the Chinese breakdown trains, might be around, because he's probably on patrol by now. Very well then, said Rebecca. Rebecca raced after Spencer. Kenji raced down the line. However, Ruth was in a flying car and came up beside Kenji. No, not another one, said Baz. However, to head towards the tunnel, Ruth knew that he's not going to make it and needed to pull out. Said Baz. They come on the other side of the tunnel. I am unstoppable with this fastest engine in the world, said Baz. However, Kenji could not go fast enough because he was out of no electricity. He can't go fast enough. Thus then, the other came in with Ruth's road plane that Ruth was in when she first came to Sodor a few days ago. So it still had the flag when letting people know about the technology fell the day when Percy and Lee had their accidents. It covered with Kenji's eyes. That way, Baz won't see where he was going. I can't see, said Kenji. Help! Baz could not see either. Somebody get this flag off, he said. It was kind of like when Gordon had it once. Soon Kenji and Baz could see again. However, just then they saw the giant robot. The Fat Controller was in it. He was going to try and slow them down. However, the Fat Controller didn't know the controller and accidentally overshot them. Oh bother, said the Fat Controller. Baz laughed. I am unstoppable now, he said. Just then, Kenji heard a whistle. Coming beside Kenji was Spencer. You were saying, said Spencer. What the? An A4? said Baz. Don't forget, said Kenji. The A4s are the fastest steam locomotives in the world. Baz was surprised, but he knew that the A4s were the fastest steam engines in the world. Baba, he said. He tried to make Kenji go fast, but out of electricity, it was no good. Spencer switched tracks. This is what you did for Gordon, he said crossly to Baz, and he applied his brakes. Kenji She stopped behind Spencer, and luckily they came to a stop. "Oh, Baba," said Baz. He was going to try and put Kenji into reverse. However, Rebecca came from behind. He tried to escape. However, then there was trouble. Both Root Wife and flew in the air, surrounding Ding Baz. "Stop right there," they said. Then the Fat Controller came with the giant robot. "Oh no you don't," said the Fat Controller. "Ah," said Baz. He tried to escape the other way, but there was more trouble. The police arrived and surrounded the Baz. "All right there," they said, "stopping the man-in-law." Baz knew he was surrounded. "Give up," said Spencer. "You can't run away this time," said Kenji and Rebecca. Baz was cross. Just then he had an idea. He went over Spencer's, just went past Spencer's cab. "Oi, stop there," they said. "Try and catch me now," said Baz, but luckily his plan was going to fail. He was about to escape when Thomas raced in with the jet engine. Cornered Baz. "You were saying?" said Thomas. "Thomas," said Spencer, how you got here?" I was able to push the coach into a siding," said Thomas. "Phew," said Rebecca. "Thank goodness you got here on time." Said Baz. Baz knew he was surrounded. He knew he can't escape this time. Just then, he had an idea. He tried to put the blame on Bernie. "I was not the one who was stealing this idea. It was Bernie. He forced me." "Baz," said Bernie. When Bernie arrived, he took a shortcut after he left the coach. Did you get the plans safely?" "I'll take those," said Root. And, said the other, you look like you're going to be arrested for a long time." "Well," said the police, "let's see what the judge would say about this." Baz was so cross. You clunky engines, you will pay." "Enough of that, thank you very much," said the Fat Controller. "My engines have did the right thing to stop you two from your evil plans," said the Fat Controller as he stepped down from the robot. You two crooks have caused confusion and delay," said the Fat Controller. If you dare try and strike my warrior again," said the Fat Controller, "I will report this to your sisters," said the Fat Controller. "Do I make myself clear?" "Yes, sir," said Baz and Bernie. They knew that the Fat Controller was not a person to mess with. The Fat Controller. "Now, please take these crooks away." "Yes, sir," said the police, as Baz and Bernie were taken away. "But, sir," said Rebecca, "Gordon has derailed." "Oh, yes," said Spencer, "I forgot about him." "Don't worry," said Thomas. "I saw James on my way, and I told him Gordon derailed, because I saw Gordon derailed when I was passing, and I met James and told him that he was off the track." "So you mean James is going to help Gordon?" "Yes," said Thomas, "he is." "Phew. Now we better get Kenji to the steamworks," said Spencer. "Agreed," said Molly. And with that, Spencer and Rebecca pushed Kenji to the steamworks. As everyone else left, the Baxter took the robot away. The police left. The other took the road plane. Root went back in a flying car. and Thomas puffed back to the castle with the engine as well to collect Sunny. Meanwhile, Gordon was still off the tracks. Soon, James arrived with Chinese breakdown coins, and like I said earlier, yeah, he was on patrol. I'm here now, Gordon, said James. Thank goodness, said Gordon. The Chinese breakdown coins soon got to work as they lifted Gordon back onto the tracks. And they also lifted his tender back on the track. Soon they were done. Good thing Thomas found you in time, said Gordon. Thank you very much, James. No problem, said James. Anyways, I suppose you might get back to the express. Oh yes, the express, said Gordon. I suppose Rebecca's with the others. I must go collect my express. See you later, James. See ya, said James. Gordon puffed away, and James went on back patrolling. Later night at Osip Castle was, and of course, the last night of the technology fair. Thomas and the other angel were a bit sad, but they did really enjoy the technology fair. All the STEAM team members and the former members were there. I can't believe the last night of the show, said Thomas. We miss you when you're gone, Root, said Thomas. Don't worry, Thomas, said Sunny. I talked to the other and the Fat Controller, and they told me that I can stay on Sodor now. Thomas was surprised, and all the engines cheered and whistled. Hooray, they said. Does this mean you'll be making more of those teenies, said Percy. Technology, said Root. And yes, Percy, I will. Everyone cheered, but however, behind Thomas was Sunny. Sunny was a bit worried about what happened. Just then, Gordon puffed in. He saw Sunny beside him. What are you doing here? Said Gordon. You're the engine who tried to help those crooks. He didn't mean to, Gordon, said Thomas. He was forced. I think that's a fair point, said Spencer. Yes, Emily. We should give him like a second chance, said Thomas. Of course, said Edward. Everyone needs a second chance, you know. Even if they're young or old, said Toby. You're quite right, Thomas, said the Fat Controller as he walked over to Sunny. Sunny, said the Fat Controller. I feel you're just the right engine that I need to work on my railway. My railway is very busy in the summertime, and since I heard about your little bad thing, I know you did not mean to work for those crooks, said the Fat Controller. But if you're willing to make up for that and that, well, I'm going to give you a chance to work on my railway. Sunny was so pleased. Oh, thank you, sir, said Sunny. I will make up for all my lost accidents from the past. The Fat Controller smiled. That's a good engine, said the Fat Controller. And of course, said the Fat Controller. Once again, he told all the engines as he and Root went in front. You're all really useful engines. All the engines smiled. Hip hip hooray, they said. However, while the engines and the family members and everyone else cheered, this adventure doesn't end yet. The engines need to help take down the preparations for the technology fair. But when trouble strikes, only 4 engines can save the day. That story is for next time.
Let's go and have some adventures with Thomas and Norris. When Sodor's greatest adventures.